Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. We're having coffee. I have my fertility mug that came out long before I knew what we were talking about today. So I hope you are doing well. As I was, excuse me, receiving the information for this reading this morning, I looked out the window and the sky was just outrageous in the clouds. The colors and the gentleness, the softness. I so hope someone was getting pictures of that this morning. It was just beautiful. It portended in the darkness in the background storms to come, but everything in front of it was gentle. And what had been coming through was, we have lots facing us right now as a human race. Everywhere we have lots facing us. And a lot of those things aren't real easy to look forward to, are very uncomfortable as a possibility, and are quite fearful, which is part of the plan. Let's keep us in fear and keep us divided. And, the we, all of us, anybody that would watch something like this, are the ones that can make the difference of how we move through this changing landscape ahead of us. We can work to make it as gentle and as soft as it can be. Or we can keep the edges and the blades in it and make it, fuel a harder way of moving forward. Many of us feel powerless right now about, what just happened in our country. And now, for some reason, it seemed like a good idea for our president to get us closer to war. That's a very not fun looking future. So I'm pretty sure a good 95% of us in the world would really rather have peace, would rather have a transition into harmony, into ease of living in our lives, enough abundance, just enjoyment in life. We can choose that. We can become that because we are nothing but energy. We are nothing but a mass of cells that is a mass of little vibrating things, ions, protons, neutrons, and many, many more. That's all we are. That's where we can change what is moving forward. That's what, because collectively, if we choose, what the beginning of the message was desire, and it became rainbow clouds. Oh, I never got to that part. So we got to get back to the clouds because they were outrageous. So I went out back with my coffee, and I have this lovely panorama. I didn't have my phone, got no pictures. Weird. I was living in the moment. It was just mesmerizing. So then I came through the house and I went out the front porch because I spend a lot of time on my front porch looking at clouds. For 40 years, I've done that. And again, that landscape that I was looking at of clouds and just the color of the pink into the lavender into the deeper blue. And it was just, and then these soft misty edges. And as I'm looking at it, in the center forms a vertical rainbow cloud. It was only 3 colors. It was red, green, and blue. Maybe yellow. It might have opened up into the yellow category, but it was definitely a light green in between the red and blue. And it was this swatch of misty clouds. And I just stood there. I have never seen anything like that. And as I was standing there looking at it, it was like it moved forward, got bigger, a little more intense. And then it just moved back, and it gently kept moving back. And pretty soon it was just red and blue moving back together. And this is where we, the people, come in. We, the people, can make the difference in the way moving forward that we are looking at. We can influence in the energetic field by choosing our energy, working our energy to keep hold in our focus of what our big picture is. Peace, definitely not war. Um, Acceptance, harmony, living together in harmony. It seems like it's just impossible, but the more we focus on what we desire, the greater energy that is going to be in that vibrational impact in the world. That's how we can make a difference in what's going on. We don't have to live in fear when we can work our energy into focus on what we desire. And what happens then is we bring to us people, circumstances, opportunities to create those desires. It is the focus that is our superpower now, has been. Good morning, Christina and Julia and Diane. I had to get all that out before I got distracted. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't tell you, that cloud thing this morning was the hugest exclamation point on this message of what we can do coming together in our intention, the power of our intention. You know, that's a class I teach. Well, it's part of a class I teach at Community Ed every semester. And it's called, Exploring Your Spiritual Energetic Power. And it teaches us more about, the energy that we are and what that feels like within the different abilities. We all have certain tendencies towards different abilities: clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, all of the clairs, and empathy. We all have some of all of them. People are beginning to wake up, and this is what we want in the waking up process: is choose what you want to be bringing into the world by what you're focusing on, because we're going to expand whatever we focus on. And we want equality, we want empowerment, and we want it balanced on both sides of the spectrum so that we are closer to the middle in all of our dealings as we move forward. The how isn't my business. Mine is to manage my vibration by keeping a focus on it. It's helpful to get the observer focus. And I've asked, that was, I've kind of had an observer focus most of my life. I often felt like I was in a play inside myself, because I would become pretty much whoever anybody needed me to be, the best chameleon ever. And so, we want to be intentional in our focus. And I don't know about you, but I really want peace. I really want to be having fun and playing games with my neighbors and enjoying the neighborhood instead of having rivalries and tension. And again, what I can do about what's going on in my neighborhood is me. I can do me. What am I bringing to my town, to my world, to people I interact with, to my family? What do I bring? I can bring more fear and anger and blame, or I can go, okay, none of that is going to get me what I want, because that's just going to grow that. What I want in life is for my kids to grow up safely. What I want is for my grandkids to have a world that is lovely for them to live in. What I want is to be what I came to be in that creation process. We all need to open up to that now and step up to the creators that we are. Every word, every thought, every belief is an energy that is going out and creating. So it's when we begin to really hold the responsibility, the ability, the response, we're going to respond to the situations coming at us in what we desire to see on the other side of tension. We don't want to give the physical, we don't want to give this battle energy any more strength than it already has. We don't want to give the fear energy any more growth, because as the everyday you and I walking through the world, there's not any real effect we've got on that now. All we can do is hope that they don't do this. But this is a way we can make effect in choosing the energy we move forward in. choosing to focus on what it is we'd like to see for our children growing up, for us in this world. How much more lovely would it be if everyone had the opportunity to fully live their best parts, their whatever that looks like, and that we're able to do it in harmony with one another for the betterment of each other. It can be that way. We can be the catalyst. I do believe we can make this coming tumult, which there's going to be, it has to be, we can make it gentler by focusing on our vibration, the pure love and joy tool, raising that up daily, 2 minutes of shedding pure love and joy in the world. And the gratitude tool, 1 minute of recounting every morning what you're grateful for. And every evening before you go to bed, what are you grateful for? Set a timer on your phone to do it. It is so incredibly valuable for raising your vibration. It's easier to see hopeful things if your vibration is higher. It's hard to get out of the very heavy low vibrations of fear and angst and anger. It's difficult without intention of, okay, I'm gonna go right at the vibration state of this, which is what love being the purest vibration or the highest vibration, fear being the lowest. The more we choose to bring love, and that's certainly what it feels like to be in gratitude, our vibrations raise. Then we can really be the creators of a higher vibration, because we're going to share that with the people we come in contact with. Good morning, Valerie. It's always lovely to see you too. You are such an amazing, amazing gal. All of you. I mean, it is just such an interesting time we are living in. And we who are the ones holding the light, we get to be the ones to do it. All right, how many? Okay, let's draw a few cards. Before I came in, I was thinking about the cards, and the energy cards were like, me. I was like, okay, so then I came in and it's like, well, anybody else? And it's like, no, just me. Okay. We will see what the cards have to add to this reading. Okay, the first card coming up is for chakra, Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing. The fourth chakra is our heart. That is where we're going to heal this world. Good morning, Christine. The angel of healing. What's on the bottom of the deck? Walking away. Look how high vibe and growth, for fertility oriented. It's lush. Walking away. That's walking away from what we've been whipped up into feeling and believing, and go, I know what I want. I'm going to be someone who helps feed what I want to have happen. What else? What else do they have? The next card, door to romance. We got kind of a love thing going on. For me, because I come from the stance of empowerment, the romance is romancing you, really, really treating you well, listening to what's truly going on within you, working your energy like that. You will really begin to feel the effects of that. But for the most part, that's a buildup over, like, it took me really 2 weeks to feel the difference in myself internally as I was doing well, and I'm the daily energy routine, but also asking for that observer position in your life, the bigger picture, because the bigger picture is really what we've got right now, but we have effect on that bigger picture at the macro level. The one person focusing on the higher things in life they'd like to see in this world, the truth. And it's those of us who understand the value of these energies as opposed to things. We will all have enough when the world is created that we desire to see. and will get us there quicker and certainly with greater ease if we really honor us as focusing, intentional creators in this universe. There is one more card to come from this lovely energy deck. And where is that card? Oh, it's this one. Angel of Balance. This is truly where we want to come, the middle way. This is what Buddha brought through after his being incredibly rich and then nearly at death's door with starvation, when he saw how much suffering there was in the world, thinking that was the way. And they got, no, it is the mid road between them that is the way for us to live in harmony. We want to find balance in everything we're doing in our life. And again, open, willing, and ready. We have so much help to be given insights and awarenesses, people saying things to us, classes coming up in our purview, to work towards becoming more and more, or holding our vibration in a higher place. We've, there's groups, there's just, create your own, get a couple of friends together and just meet a few times a week, keeping in the higher vibration, helping one another to stay elevated. We need the connection as well. So whatever that looks like, if you have ideas, share them. I'm open. I'm involved in the Global Grandmothers Council Network, which started as a Facebook group. We've got a web page because Facebook is hard to manage, that you don't have any say over how things go. And we have 55,000 people now on the Facebook page, and you can't find posts that you posted, or they don't show up for 3 days for people. So anyway, we made this platform, and it's really about grandmother energies, not necessarily just grandmothers, the wisdom keepers, the understanders. We would love to have you join us there so we can get in Zoom circles and just visit and support one another. There's a marketplace on there. There's no fee to join. And we're going to have different classes. And again, groups to hear one another. We need to be heard. And the grandmother energy, that wisdom really is needed right now. And we need to support one another in it and help grow that within ourselves. So those clouds really told us today, it is possible for you to gently bring in this storm and make it as easy as possible. That's what we can do. And I hope you will take this to your center and walk forward with it as a choice of how you're going to walk into this world. Consider Global Grandmother Council.org. Global Grandmothers Council Network.org, or no network. I will post in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.